Let's start our presentation. Good day to Dr. Muhammad Ramlan bin Muhammad Arshad. I am Tilaka, M. Sivam, metric number 276233. I am from Malacca campus. Today I would like to present about the Westminster system in public administration. In this content, we can see the introduction, history of Westminster system in Malaysia, Westminster system in public administration, advantage of Westminster system, downside of Westminster system, and conclusion. Introduction. The Westminster system is a democratic parliamentary framework of governance with its roots in the United Kingdom. Named after the Palace of Westminster, the home of the UK Parliament, this system has been widely adopted by various countries, especially former British colonies. One of the fundamental features is the concept of parliamentary sovereignty, where Parliament holds the supreme legal authority and can create or abolish any law. The system typically involves a constitutional monarchy, with a monarchy serving as the ceremonial head of state and a prime minister as the head of government. The prime minister was usually the leader of the political party with the most seats in the lower house of parliament. Oversees the day-to-day operation of the government and the implements of law. The cabinets, comprised of senior government ministers selected by the Prime Minister, plays a key role in policy making and administration. The Parliament itself is a bicameral, consisting of a lower house and upper house, and operates on the principle of responsible government where the executive is accountable to the legislature. The Westminster system distribution of powers means that members of the executive branch are also members of the legislative branch. Furthermore, the first pass of the post-electoral system is often utilized, determining that the candidate with the most votes in a constitution secure a seat in the lower house. The system has been embraced by various nations, each incorporating this unique adoption while upholding the core principle of the Westminster model. While about the history of Westminster system, is rooted in the development of parliament institution in medieval England, with a significant milestone occurring during the 17th and 18th centuries. The Glorious Revolution of 1688 marked a pivotal moment, establishing constitutional monarchy and reinforcing the supremacy of parliament through legal documents such as the Bill of Rights on 1689 and the Act of Settlement in 1701. The rise of political parties, notably the Whigs and Tories, shaped the political landscape and contributed to the evolution of a system where loyal opposition became integral to a parliamentary debates. The role of the Prime Minister began to take form, exemplified by Sir Robert Walpole in 18th century, leading the way to the system where the head of government emerged from the majority party in the House of Commons. The 19th and the earlier 20th century witnessed reform acts that expanded voting rights, transforming the British political sense. The British Empire played a pivotal role in disseminating the Westminster system to its colonies, influencing the political structure of many nations worldwide. Post-independence former British colonies, including Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and India, adopted and incorporated elements of the Westminster model into their own constitutional framework. Now we look into the Westminster system in Malaysia. Malaysia political system is deeply rooted in the Westminster model. A legacy is a colonial past under British rule. Established during the British colonial period, the Westminster system continued to shape Malaysia's political landscape after gaining independence in 1957. The country functioned as a constitutional monarchy where the monarch, known as the Yang Dipertua Agung, serves as the ceremonial head of the state. This hereditary ruler is elected by the Conference of Rulers comprising the leaders of the 9 Malay states. Malaysia's parliament is bicameral, featuring the Dewan Rakyat, whose members are elected by the public, and the Dewan Negara, whose members are appointed. The Prime Minister, appointed by the King, leads the government and is typically the leader of the top political party holding the majority in the Dewan Rakyat. The cabinet comprises of ministers chosen by Prime Minister, oversees specific government department. Election follow a first past the post system, and parliamentary sovereignty remains a cornerstone, with law enacted through the legality process. The Westminster principle of the rule of law, collective ministerial responsibility, and the question time in Parliament are integral components of Malaysia political framework. While embracing Westminster continents, Malaysia has also tailored its system to reflect its unique content, notably incorporate the constitutional monarchy and addressing issues such as Malay's right through policy like the new economy policy. However, the advantage of Westminster system is followed by political stability, accountability, and responsiveness, clear lines of authority, flexibility, and adaptability. We go to the political stability. One of the key advantages of the Westminster system is its ability to provide political stability. The fusion of executive and legislative branches ensures that the government can act decisively as the executive is drawn from the majority part in the legislature. This reduces the likelihood of legislative gridlock and enhance the government capacity to implement its agenda. The accountability and the responsibility is the system places a strong emphasis on ministerial responsibility where ministers are accountable to parliament for the action and policy of their department. The high level of accountability ensures the transparency and responsibility to public concerns. Moreover, if a government fails to deliver on its promises or faces criticism, ministers can be questioned and held to account during parliamentary session. Thirdly, the clear lines of authority. The separation of powers in the Westminster system is less rigid than its other models, such as presidential system. The Prime Minister, who is also member of the legislative, provides a clear and direct link between the executive and legislative branches. This facilitates efficient decision making and coordinator between the two branches of government. And lastly, the flexibility and adaptability. The Westminster system is known for its adaptability to changing circumstances. The government can respond quickly to emerging issues, and the lack of fixed terms allows for the dissolution of parliament and the calling of new election, providing a mechanism for the electorate to express its view and the government to seek a fresh mandate. While the Westminster system has notable advantage, it is not without its drawbacks. Some of the downsides include lack of separation of powers, potential for executive dominance, limited representation, winner takes all mentality, rapid policy shift, short-term focus. We go to the lack of separation powers. Unlike some other systems, the Westminster model lacks a strict separation of powers between the executive and legislative branches. The fusion of these branches can lead to a concentration of power in the hand of the executive, raising concern about checks and balance. Moreover, the potential and for executive domains, the concentration of power in the hand of the Prime Minister and the cabinet can lead to executive dominance. This dominance may diminish the effective of parliament oversight and limit the ability of legislative to hold the executive accountable. Meanwhile, the limited representation followed by the first past the post electoral system, commonly associated with the Westminster system, can result in a lack of opportunity in representation. Smaller parties may struggle to gain representation, leading to a system that may not fully reflect the diversity of political options with the elaborate about the winner takes an all mentality. It's like that the system often fosters a winner takes all mentality where the party with the majority of seats and the legislature exercise significant control. This can marginalize minority voices and limit the influence of smaller parties, potentially neglecting the interests of certain segment of the population. Rapid policy shift. The potential for frequent election and changes in the government can lead to a rapid policy shift. While this adaptability can be advantage, it may also certain uncertain and inconsistently in policy direction, affecting long-term planning and stability. Meanwhile, in the short-term focus, they need to for government to secure re-election may result in a short-term focus on a policy that, while immediate electoral benefit, long-term and complex issue may receive less attention as a government prioritizes policies that resonate with voters in the short term. In conclusion, the Westminster system, characterized by its adaptability, political stability, and emphasis on accountability, has proven to a resilient government model across various nations. Its ability to evolve gradually allows it to withstand changes in political landscape, contributing to its enduring representations worldwide. The fusion of executive and legislative branches ensure political stability and efficient decision making, while ministerial accountability to parliament promotes transparency. Until here today my presentation. Thank you so much.